Alright guys, welcome back to 2.5 Gamers, where we're now broadcasting in English. There you go.
Buenos días. Bienvenido.
No, seriously, alright, so let's open the first story. The first story being, the biggest story to come out of any recent gaming news would be that Sony has bought Gaikai, the cloud gaming service, which means the PS3 is now going to have a whole new library of games. Also, cloud gaming and cloud saving is now a reality. We spoke about this briefly during the whole E3 pre-E3 show and stuff, but and it wasn't shown, and we were kind of let down a little bit. But right afterwards, they discreetly shoveled it through, and now it's real. Guys, what do you think?
This is pretty cool. I mean, this just opens up a new door to being access to games. I mean, it'll be like Netflix, but you have any game you want to play basically at your fingertips at all times, as long as you pay for it.
I think it's a good deal for Sony, especially since they bought the company for a bargain. Because apparently the guy wanted to sell the company for about $450 million.
Oh shit! I would have bought it.
I know. $450 million, and they got it for $380 million, and that's a bargain. And
part of the way it went down, they bought bid packs at Quibids.
And it really opens a lot of doors to Sony for in terms of their next console. I mean, this means that they don't really have to go with the cell next generation. It means they can have backwards compatibility for a subscription, and it means that they also can make cross-platform play a lot easier on all the consoles that they have and all the PlayStation registered phones that they have and tablets. So I mean,
even though it's only one phone at the moment,
it opens a lot of doors for Sony in terms of business perspective. So I mean, and it
opens up a wider media array also, because I mean that means that they have new servers that can stream lossless video quality for online Blu-ray transfers and stuff like that. So overall, it's a huge package just in media wise. I mean, it's revolutionary.
I mean, if they really do this correctly, they can do a media blitz, like you were saying, and push Sony even further to more households with with less only PlayStation, like the PlayStation 3. It can be more consoles than that.
Not only that, that also subverts the Microsoft Xbox's the new Xbox 8's stance on it being an always-on media server. I mean, it's because it's now doing that on its own also. So altogether, it's just a step in the right direction.
This brings up a question though: is Sony gonna start charging for their online services, or is it gonna change anything on that perspective? And if so, what are we looking at?
Well, in my opinion, I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna stay with what they have right now. They're gonna have PlayStation Plus for the people who want extra features, and they're gonna have the regular PlayStation Online for people who just want online and the basic package, and they'll just bundle it in there with the Gaikai. I'm more than sure that's what they're gonna do. And I mean, this, like, I was telling Miguel about something they could do for right when next generation is gonna start. They can stream a brand new game that's gonna come out for the next generation. It'll be shitty, but people will get
shitty now in the terms that it's actually gonna be like in fucking 240k or something. It's gonna be it'll be in 240k. Nice. It won't be in 240p, but it'll be in really high quality PS3 quality. So we won't really get the full effect of a next gen game, but we will get the feel for what's next.
So yeah, I mean, it opens a lot of doors for Sony. So it's a great deal. I mean, I don't think people have to freak out, because Sony already said that they need a media disc for next generation, and they are gonna have a disc. So don't freak the fuck out, people. Sony still is gonna sell this.
But I mean, although this is an awesome step and an awesome inclusion into the gaming world, we are still bound by this one thing, that we all don't have awesome bandwidth, and so that might be an issue. So we'll see how this progresses as it goes. So that's that. All right, Crispy. So I hear that the PS3's been working out. What's going on?
Apparently there's going to be a PS3 redesign, a Super Slim apparently. Super Slim 2. And with that, there's speculation that there's going to be a price cut to $199. So yeah, that's not relevant to me at all.
Well, I really don't care because this is retarded. Stop making new systems without making a new system. You know what I mean?
It's funny, yeah, because it's good that you say that because we're so close to the fucking next gen, and they're gonna throw out a new slim.
It's pointless. I mean, they did it with the PlayStation 1. They did it with the PlayStation 1. They did it too. But come on now. You don't need that. We don't need that. It's a waste of money.
3 iterations of the console.
They did it the one. PS1, PSX. There's a Slim, PS1, and then the PSX or whatever. The little tiny ass one. They're pointless. Nobody wants them. I guess for kids in Mexico or in Brazil. Whatever.
We're dead. Don't alienate our fucking Brazilians, man.
Chill, stunning over here. Calm the fuck down. You might throw a spinning elbow and kill yourself.
Love you, Brazil.
I'm trying to say something in Brazilian without fucking sounding like I'm saying ya tubo. No more tubos. But yeah, that's all we got, guys. All right, so let's move on to this week's
Game Pair.
This week we have the death of one of the greatest titles that could have been, according to Miguel.
Star Wars Battlefront 3, guys.
You can tell by his somber voice. His apparently being a fucking Wookiee.
Yeah, but it was in production with LucasArts for a long time, and they were working on it. They never got to releasing it. They were pretty close, but at some point they just dropped the game, and over the years they tried getting picked up by other companies, but it just never got out. So I asked myself, would this world be different with Star Wars Battlefront 3?
We would have flying cars, cold fusion, and Battlefront 3.
We'd have warm and cold fusion at the same time. It'd be lukewarm fusion.
In the year 2000.
Well, apparently this was going to be the first game to have space to ground battles all in one game, and I say that's a pretty ambitious goal. And from the looks of the game, they pretty much pulled it off. But
Of the parts that were functional.
and they pretty much pulled it off, but they didn't have time to finish it, and unfortunately, it was closed down by LucasArts, and farewell.
Well, the reason they didn't have time to finish it in the first was because LucasArts decided to, every 10 frames or so apparently, go into it and just, oh, change this, change that, change this, change that, every fucking day or so. So they never got to really develop a full functional game.
Well, supposedly the main reason why the game never came out is because LucasArts brought in a bunch of business people to run the corporation instead of the people that were running it before, and really they decided to cut their losses and go with Star Wars: The Force Unleashed and Lego Star Wars instead of Battlefront 3 because they were more safe bets. Exactly, Ricky, nod your head. To make more money.
Right, you out there, Ricky from Brazil.
And so they decided to cut Battlefront 3 for moneymakers, and that's sad because they don't know that Battlefront 3 would have sold like
quadrillion copies.
Quintillion. So yeah, we're left with the shadow of a missing game that could have been the best, the ultimate, but it's not there. What are we to do? Watch out. Let's all sign petitions, I say.
I say we start a Kickstarter.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
And then it failed miserably because LucasArts will shut us down. So at least we have a plan. We have a plan how to fail again. That's good. Yeah, no. All right. So breaking news. Let's toss it off to our resident Xbox expert, Miguel.
Yes, bienvenidos a Xbox. No, so Xbox, they have registered a new domain. It's called Xbox 8. What we thinking is integration with the Windows 8 and all their nice products to bring along with them. It could be big for Microsoft if it carries on into the next console. We don't know anything yet, but we're about to find out.
Must be important because he keeps smacking his lips.
I also think that the reason why they chose 8 is because it's probably going to be Xbox Infinity in some kind of way, where you're, like Miguel said, you're going to have connected to Windows 8, your tablets, your phones, everything, continuously all the time. So they're probably going to go with the whole Infinity thing, but more than likely call it 8, but that's what the whole idea is with it.
Well, the whole 8 thing is that whole to keep it the premise of, it's going to follow up the new Windows version. So yeah, And that is the only thing that that pretty much stands out about it. That it is going to be something that's going to be continuously updating with your Windows Live phones, with your Windows 8 PCs and tablets. Now that that Microsoft Surface tablet is going to be available soon. So with this new finalized and revealed name, we can pretty much infer that this is going to be a life process now. It's going to be one of those things where it is going to be something that will be part of your life from this point forward.
It'd be pretty neat if they do it right. I mean, it'd be pretty cool to just be constantly in the loop.
And what's cool about it too is, I mean, if you look at what that next gen game developed by Robert Bowlings, that what they're doing with it, where they're going to integrate either your Foursquare and your Google Maps into the game, so that way you can get a in real life type of experience out of it. And you'll be able to switch from your console to your tablet or whatever to see what's going on this side of the game while playing the game at the same time, so that way you get real time feedback. So that is something that will inevitably be part of the next gen feel. So we can infer as to this being something pretty cool.